Welcome to BanjoBenClark.com. This is your home for learning how to play on the banjo, the guitar, or the mandolin. Today we are looking at a basic, straight-ahead, melody-driven version of 9-pound hammer. If you don't know how to play 9-pound hammer, this is your chance to learn it, and you need to learn it. It's a good one. But if you're watching this on YouTube, here in a little while I'll ask you to kindly go over to the website, BanjoBenClark.com, join as a Gold Pick member, and help me put out these videos each and every week, which I do. I switch from week to week, banjo, mandolin, guitar, and we do all kinds of good, fun stuff. Also, come see me at Facebook if you haven't done that yet. Facebook.com/TheBanjoBen. And but anyway, if you are watching this on the website, you can jump right over to the tab section, download this. All my Gold Pick and Lifetime members get access to all my tabs and videos for all instruments. And we're going to do this 9-pound hammer basic version. I've got Katie's, this is an 80s model, something, Master Tone, Gibson. And Steve Huber, the banjo maestro behind Huber Banjos, he just set it up and I love it. So I played it on this video. Check it out. Okay, that was the basic version. Let's dive right into it. We're going to go through it measure by measure, and then on the website there, I have a video of us playing all the way through from start to finish very slowly after we've explained each and every measure. Then I also have 4 different rhythm track guitar videos where you can practice along with your tab there. So let's dive right into it. Measure 1, 9-pound hammer. 9-pound hammer. All right, we're going to start here at the kickoff. This is just a very simple kickoff. The song is in 4/4 time. What does that mean? Well, we have 4 beats in each measure. Okay, that's essentially what that means. And each one of these quarter notes, like you see in measure 1, they get 1 beat apiece. Okay, so it's just a little bit of music theory review, but that first little squiggly mark that you see there, that's a rest. That means we don't play on the first beat, but we do start the kickoff on the second beat of that first measure down on that low D string. And if you notice, I have all the fingerings listed right beneath the notes, all your right hand fingerings, so you'll have no problem figuring out how to pick it. This is a great straight ahead version of this song. We're going to follow the melody. We're going to do a lot of forward rolls. We're not going to do any really advanced left hand stuff, but it's going to be a very sufficient, very confident version of 9-pound hammer. So we're going to start off on that bottom D string, that 4th string, on the second beat, and we're going to play it twice. Then we're going to play the 2nd fret down there. Now you can choose to play that with your middle finger or your first finger. Doesn't really matter. Typically, I'll play it with my middle finger because if I play it with my first finger, I'll have a tendency to kind of mute this first string here with part of my first finger. So I can just curl around a little easier with my middle finger there. And then here's where the break really starts, is in measure 2. Now, if you're familiar with the melody, this will make sense. If you're not familiar with the 9-pound hammer, this is still a great tune to learn. You're going to need to be familiar with it. But the way that the vocal goes, this is a singing song generally. And there's a 9-pound hammer. That's what we're trying to copy. There's a 9-pound hammer. And then that's our melody note, right there on that open G string. And that's what we're going to concentrate on pushing out throughout this second measure. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to start with a quarter note, using our index finger there. You see the number 1 beneath that note. That means our first finger. And then we're just going to do 2 forward rolls in a row. Okay, just right through. Now those are 8th notes, so they happen twice as fast as the quarter notes that we've been playing so far. Okay, now at the very end of this video series on the website, I have a video where I play this whole thing through very slowly, and I also have some guitar rhythm track videos that you can practice along with at different speeds. But I do want to play measure 1 and measure 2 just kind of together for you so you can hear how it sounds. So I'm going to count it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, there's our 4 beats of measure 2. Now when we get to measure 3, we're going to come around and land on that G string, that 3rd string, with our thumb, okay? A lot of you will have a tendency to do it with your index finger, and that's okay. But your thumb has more power and I guess just more precision. And so I like to use my thumb whenever I can. And since this is a melody note, I really want to stick it to them. You'll notice when I played it, the very first of the video, I really accented the notes that were in the melody of the song. 9-pound hammer. Now, when we get to measure 3, we've got that quarter note, and then we're going to do a really cool little slide move. Is a little too heavy. That's the way our melody goes. So the way we're going to do that, starting in the 2nd beat of measure 3, I'm going to use my middle finger here on the 2nd fret, and we're going to slide from the 2nd to the 4th fret. Okay? Now, here's the important thing. We're going to slide, and at the point where we reach that 4th fret is right when we're going to pick the B string with our index finger. So do that with me. Can you do that? Good. Now it's just a forward roll there. If you look at that on the 2nd and 3rd beats, there it goes. And then what do we do for the 2nd half of that measure? We come right back down. So it's a forward roll, then back down, and we slide again. And that slide coming down there at the end of measure 3, it happens the same way. We want our slide to land on the 2nd fret at the same time that we pick that 1st string. Okay, so measure 3 all together sounds like this. 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now when you play it up to speed, leave that middle finger down because it's going to give us a little resonance, so it sounds okay. Good. Now we get to measure 4, we're going to change chords. Okay, the guitar player, the bass player, they're all changing chords, so we're going to go to a C chord position, and that's what we see there. We're going to start out playing that open G string, but then the chord position has our middle finger on the 2nd fret down here, our index finger on the 1st fret here, and our ring finger is up here on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. Okay, so it looks like that. And then we're going to do a couple forward rolls. So measure 4 sounds like this. We're going to start off, and then we're going into that chord position. Good job. Okay, so let me just play measures 1 through 4 for you right quick so you can kind of see how all this fits together. Then we'll look at the rest of the song. 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Let's take a look at measure 5, see what it looks like.